Unfortunately, we just heard the news that Steve Jobs has passed away. It's October the 5th, and he only resigned from his position at Apple on August 24th. So it was just less than 2 months after he resigned that he passed away. He died from pancreatic cancer. It's truly unfortunate because I believe he was a huge icon of our time. And for myself as an entrepreneur, he was a huge motivation and a big role model for me, especially for the fact that he just created his company from his basement, and he was one of the founders of the first commercially successful personal computer. Now, considering how long ago that was, and even to this day, he's creating products that really most of the population is using. He changed the way that almost everyone consumes digital media. Now, one of the most inspiring things that I've seen from him was he did a commencement speech for Stanford University. I highly recommend that you search Google for this. But one of the quotes I want to share with you, one of the quotes actually that he heard that motivated him throughout his life went something like this. If you live every day as if it was your last, someday you'll most certainly be right. Now for him, he used that in a positive way. And what he would do is he would go in front of the mirror and he'd say to himself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I'm about to do today? And if the answer was no, so many times in a row, then you'd go about changing his life. And it's so true because you know people in your own life that are complaining about their job or just complaining about how their life is, but they don't ever change it. And that's also an Albert Einstein quote where he says, expecting change, and I'm totally botching this quote by the way, but doing the same thing over and over again and expecting it to change is the definition of insanity. Yeah, definitely botched that. But he has 3 main lessons in that Stanford University speech I was telling you about. And the one is all about death. And that he uses death as a motivator for knowing that, eventually you're going to die. So make sure every day you make it count. And this is another quote from his speech. But he says, remembering that you're going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There's no reason not to follow your heart. And after watching that speech, probably going to go back and watch it again right now. But I remember when I watched it, it had a profound impact on me and really got me motivated to go after the things I want in my life. So I wanted to make this video just as to kind of honor Steve Jobs and the impact he had on my life. And I highly recommend that you go check out that video on YouTube.